Good evening from Channel 12 News. I'm Kayla Rodriguez.
And I'm Kenny Murphy. And we're reporting a sad story from Tulsa, Oklahoma, where a young boy was walking home from hanging out at the movies that evening, and he seemed to be jumped in a feud with another gang called the Soaks.
Good afternoon, Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm Grant reporting the weather. As you can see, today, Monday, we have a high of 83 with a low of 65. Chance of precipitation, 25%. Tuesday, tomorrow, we have a high of 85, low of 76. Chance of precipitation is 85. Looks like it's going to be really rainy out. Ladies, get your rain boots. They're going to be needed. Ponchos as well. Don't forget about them. Wednesday, it's going to drop down. It's going to be very cold. And we will have a low of 55, precipitation 65. They're saying it might be snowing. So, snowball fights, get ready. And this just in from Kenny and Kayla, we're going to switch over to the front desk. We have some breaking news.
Breaking news just in. Johnny, Ponyboy, and Bob, along with another few teenagers, were entangled into a conflict the other night in the middle of the park at a fountain. There was a feud that broke out between two local gangs called the Greasers and the Soaks. What happened at the end was a young boy was injured and actually died. Kayla?
His name was Bob, 17 years old, and his memorial service is on Tuesday. We are now reporting live to the scene in the park of the stabbing with Steve Yankee.
Thank you, Kenny and Kayla. I wish on this beautiful day I could report something a little more upbeat, but the tragedy happened over here in this park, where several young kids got in an altercation and a young man was stabbed. He was stabbed and he ended up dying, and everything is under investigation right now. They're currently trying to find the two young men who were involved in the stabbing, and over here at this fountain is where it actually happened. This is actually a witness walking by, so he doesn't want to talk about it right now because the tragedy is so hard on him, where he just has to walk away from it. And that's what we need to do about these gangs, just walk away, because things like this tragedy can happen. Back to you, Kenny.
Thanks, Rob Bullock, for the sports update. With other news,
Unfortunately, tonight we're having the memorial service for the lately deceased Bob. Cherry's at the site right now with our reporter Steve. Let's cut over there.
We're here now at the Tulsa graveyard where Bob has been buried and the memorial service has just been completed. And as you see, Bob's girlfriend is mourning to death. Mourning to death. Bob's girlfriend is tragically mourning to death of Bob. We're gonna miss the hell out of you.
In other news, a few cities away in
Dixville,
there was another poor tragedy where a church just seemed to happen to catch on fire. Luckily, there were 3 teenagers on the scene who
went into the burning building and became heroes to saving children. The cause of the fire is still unknown and they're investigating.
There was a few injuries that occurred though. Luckily, all the children were safe and recovered fully, but 2 of the boys are in the hospital. 1 is in critical condition, and 1 is going to be released shortly.
We are now going to report live from the church in Winjexville, where parents have gathered for a memorial service at the church. Steve Yankee is talking to a parent.
Thank you, Kayla. Kenny. We're here now at the memorial service at the site of where the church burned down, and I'm here to interview one of the parents of the children that were trapped inside this church as it was burning and crumbling around them. It must have been terrible and scary for these kids. We also know that Pony Boy and a boy named a young boy named by the Pony Boy, I can't even talk to you because it's such a tragedy, but a young man by the name of Pony Boy and Dallas and Johnny were the three kids who risked their lives to go in and be heroes and save these kids. But now we are here with Emma, and she's one of the parents of these kids. She's going to describe to you, I mean, you can see how broken up she is, but she offered to describe to you how important this was for her kids to be rescued by these three young men. Emma.
I'm just so thankful that my kids are okay. I want to thank all the people for coming out to this memorial service. These boys risked their lives to come and save my children, and I really want to thank them.
Now back to you, Kenny.
Good evening, world. We have reporters at the hospital with Cherry Valance. Cherry is a resident of the West Side and girlfriend of the deceased man, Bob.
Let's see what Cherry and our reporter Steve have to say about this one.
Take it away, Steve.
Thank you, Kenny and Kayla. We're actually walking now to the Memorial Hospital after we believe there was a large gang fight and there's a lot of injuries. So we're actually going now to the Memorial Hospital and we're going to see... Oh, wait, here's Johnny right now. Johnny,
we won!
What, Johnny?
We beat the side!
Johnny, what?
We beat the side!
Pony Boy,
I'm sorry, Kayla and Kenny, I apologize. I thought that was Johnny. However, Johnny is actually laying in critical condition. That was actually Pony Boy running to apparently tell Johnny that they won this gang fight between the West and East Side. Back to you. Kenny and Kayla. I'm here now at the Memorial Hospital where we just heard that two gangs clashed. The West Side gang and the East Side gang, known as the Greasers and the Soaks. They have just clashed in a most epic battle, and there was many injuries, and many kids actually got sent to the hospital for stitches and other various injuries. Well, we're here at the Memorial Hospital right now, and tragedy has just struck. Johnny, our previous hero from the church burning, has tragically died. And actually, hold on, right now we have Cherry walking out of the building right now. Hold on a second. So Cherry, I just heard that you were upstairs talking to Johnny right before he died, and that Bob was your boyfriend, who also was viciously stabbed and unfortunately passed away also. Can you tell us anything about this incident?
I mean, I'm really shaken up right now. My boyfriend just died. His killer is now dead. I feel like I should be happy about that, but I'm actually really kind of sad. These gangs are just awful. Everybody's dying, killing each other. It just needs to stop.
I agree. It's a tragedy that these kids that aren't even 20 years old yet are just dying over something so senseless. So you actually live on the West Side, and so you're actually against all this violence.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for elaborating. Well, I'm sorry to hear all this happen, but we have to get back to Kenny and Kayla now. Thank you.
With a live report, our fellow newscaster here, Kayla, who's also the manager of our local cafe downstairs, has something to say on the new issue that we are facing right now.
After a long week of all the tragedies and the burning of the church, a gang member robbed a grocery store, and when the police came, they chased him out of the store, which was very frightening as a store owner. And they chased him out of the store, and they saw him reach in his pocket, and as police are obligated to do, they shot, and he is now dead.
Such a sad, sad day for a kid just reaching in his pocket. His name is Dallas.
Dallas of the Greasers. Sorry.
Thank you, Kenny and Kayla. We're here now at the Tulsa convenience store that just has been robbed by a boy named Dallas. And as you see, he cracked this open and got a 40-ounce, charged at the convenience store worker, attacked her, took off with cops hot on his trail. We'll have more about this breaking news later.
Thanks for watching Channel 12 News.
Make sure to tune back in tomorrow at 5 o'clock.
See ya, world.